Plaintiff Ashley James says she and the defendant had the same father, but different mothers, and Ashley's always felt like the defendant hated her. Ashley claims after their father died, she turned to alcohol to ease the pain, and she's suing her sister today because she blames the defendant for her car getting damaged. Defendant LaSherry James says before Ashley was even born, she and Ashley's mother didn't get along. LaSherry claims she's never had a problem with Ashley, and the only reason Ashley's suing her today is because she regrets giving LaSherry money from their father's estate. LaSherry's countersuing her sister for harassment and emotional distress.
Start with you.
Me and LaSherry James have been sisters. We have the same father but different moms. I feel like she hated me since I was born. And I'm not getting it from me. It's other people. Family members told me that she said it, things she used to do to me when I was younger and everything.
Like what? What did she do?
She used to, first of all, she used to talk about my brother. My brother's homosexual. She used to talk about him and my mom in my face. Mm-hmm. And I used to go home crying, telling my mom what happened, everything. I mean, when I was younger, I remember her twisting my arms behind my back, everything, just because of her hate. Even on Memorial Day, this past Memorial Day, she called me with some he say, she say, and threatened me, told me next time I put my name in her mouth, she was going to whoop my. And I called my mom. I told my mom what happened. And my mom called her. She threatened my mom, called my mom out her name. And I never disrespected her. I never disrespected her mom. So, when my dad died in August of 2008, we said everything is sad. We put everything behind us. And I just turned to drinking because I didn't know no other way to deal with the issue.
All right, let me allow her to give some background first.
First of all, Your Honor, I feel this case don't have nothing to do with the car or anything she just said about her past and me hating her because I never hated her. It's basically my sister gave me half of my father's estate and she regret giving me the money.
Why do you think she regrets it?
Because her mother said it when her mother called me and harassed me and said that she wasn't going to give me $1. She found out that I had some unemployment money, but she thought that I got another settlement from my father. She stated it to a family member. Okay. And they asked me about it. Okay. And I said, I told her some stuff. Okay. That didn't nobody know.
I'm with her. You sure got a lot of he say, she say.
It is a lot of he say.
Everything you said was about 4 layers of people on it.
Excuse me, sir.
What else do you want to say about you all's relationship?
Our relationship, basically, I don't have no issue with my sister. Okay. But her mother, that's a whole nother court. Okay, me and her mother have the issue, not me and my sister. Me and her are 7 years apart. She was a baby. Me and her mama had issues before she was even born. So she feel like, I just disrespected her mama and this and that. Her mama didn't like me. And that's my personal opinion. Her mama probably tell you something else, but she had an issue with me.
Okay, I got your point. And it sounds like, quite frankly, that what you all are dealing with based on the scenario, and that is one father, 2 mothers, is very common. Quite frankly, it's very common that the stepdaughter doesn't get along with the stepmother. Very common. And if the stepdaughter don't get along with the stepmother, then the stepdaughter sometimes has issues with the sister. But you're how old?
I'm 27 years old.
All right. You should be on your way to growing out of this. So let's talk about what happened in this instance.
Okay. On February 14th, a group of us, me, my 2 cousins, and LaSherry, we went out. Now, everyone was drunk. And not one of us was not drunk. Everyone was drunk. My cousin drove my car up to the gas station because we was meeting her boyfriend, which is Jeffrey. Now, when an altercation occurred, like I said, I was drunk. A guy said something to me, like obscene. So me and him get into an argument. While me and him arguing, his girlfriend started approaching me. Took off her jacket, started approaching me like she's ready to fight. And I hit her first. Jeffrey and them, they jumped in the fight. Now, I never asked anyone to fight my battles. So I was in the passenger side. She was in the driver's seat. The boy came back to the gas station. She took my car to block him in so he won't leave before the police came. He asked her to move. She wouldn't move. He hit my car twice while I was on the passenger side. I could have been hurt severely. Now I have the pictures, the evidence of my car and the estimate of how much my car was.
Let me see the estimate. Wow, he was ramming it for real. Yeah, you're right. You definitely could have been injured.
And her car was there at the time. Why couldn't she jump in her car and use her car as a shield? Why she had to use mine?
Ma'am?
She was right. All us was drunk. All us was drunk. I think my boyfriend was the only one who was drunk because I was meeting him up there. So this boy, she said something to her. We on pump 5. He on pump 1. So if he said something to her, none of us heard it. All we saw was Ashley walk over to this girl and hit her in her face. We didn't hear nothing. We didn't see anything. All I saw was Ashley. Somehow the boy hit my cousin friend in the face. My boyfriend jumped in. We was all fighting. I got hit in the face. My cousin Corinne got a busted lip. Ashley, I don't even know where she went. I think she was fighting the girl. We left. Ashley was having an asthma attack. So she was on the passenger side. So I was driving her to the hospital. She said she couldn't make it to the hospital. So I called the ambulance. The ambulance and the police says that we have to go back to the scene of the crime. So when we went back to the scene of the crime, the boy came back to the scene of the crime. It's a gas station. I parked the car in front of the store. He was right here. So he wasn't blocked in. He could have backed out. He could have went either way. Ashley threw a bottle at him, got out the car, started racing towards the car, and he hit it. He never told me to move because he could have moved any way he went. See, he could have backed out. He could have went either way.
Could you have moved when he was coming at you?
I did move. He hit the back end of the car first. I was pulling away and he hit it again and he ran off. And I have my boyfriend here as a witness. He saw the whole thing.
State your name.
Jeffrey Anderson.
What do you want to tell me?
My girlfriend gave me a call. She was asking me where I was at. I told her I was at the gas station. And like you said, we was on pump 3, pump 5. He was on the other side. And she said, I remember her saying that, what is this girl looking at? And then I got in the car, then I said her, you need to go get your sister. So she get to arguing with the girl get out the car, she take off her coat. And her boyfriend come out the gas station, so he hit it because it's like 6 of us and it's only 2 of them. So I guess he just trying to defend his girlfriend. So it went from there. He hit her cousin, I hit him, Ashley hit the girl, and so we out there fighting. Then after all that happened, he take off. So we got in the car, so we took off. Then she called me, say the police, and they said we got to go back to the scene of the crime in order for the ambulance to get there. So when we come back, like she said, she was about right here. The car was right here. The guy that was driving the car, he could have went on this side, he could have went on that side, he could have bagged up.
Looks like he intentionally did.
Right. So after Ashley threw the bottle, it hit his tail light. He came and rammed it. The first time she got out, she beat on his hood. He rammed it again, and he bagged out. And
ma'am, is what he's saying
first
true?
Of all,
is what he said true?
No, the part about the fighting is true, but saying I threw the bottle, that's not true. My cousin.
You want to have a police report?
I had it, but I wasn't able to get it.
No one has a police report.
I didn't make when I went out to the police station to get a police.
No one had. Just the answer is no.
No one had.
Do you want to speak, ma'am?
Yes.
Come on now. State your name.
My name is Deborah James. I'm Ashley's mother. Judge, I'm listening to this. This has been over 20 years I've been dealing with this. I'm not a bad person. What LaSherry is saying about me, I cannot believe it. She did torture my daughter. My daughter used to come home crying, telling me what LaSherry did to her, what she said about her brother and everything. I never did anything to that girl. On Memorial Day, Ashley had called me and told me about the incident her and LaSherry had over the phone. And I called LaSherry and I said, LaSherry, what's this going on about my daughter? You talking about whooping Ashley? She called me and told me Ashley was her sister. When she feel like whooping her, she had that right. I said, oh, no, you don't. She's mine. You don't have no right to do nothing. And she said, me and my mama would come over there and whoop you. I said, oh, yeah? Oh, no. She hung up on me, Judge. I called her and left a voicemail. And I told her, you want to come over here and whoop me? Come on, do it now. And I said, I'm telling you now, LaSherry, you're going to fix Ashley's car because it was you the one that caused the accident on her car.
How do you figure that?
Because she called me the night that it happened and told me that the car was in the accident and she was driving the car, Judge.
But if she was a victim of a crime, then she's not responsible.
The way they said that, Judge, it didn't go like that because LaSherry told me something completely different.
Okay.
It's two sides to every story.
What did she tell you?
She told me they got into it with this guy at the gas station. She didn't say nothing about Ashley throwing a bottle. She didn't say anything about her boyfriend being there.
What about the ramming of the car?
She told me she was at the driver's seat and she blocked him in and he rammed into the
That's
car.
The point I need
This
to find
is what
out.
she told me,
I need to
Judge.
determine whether she blocked him in or not.
She woke me up out of my
That's the
sleep.
only issue, because if she was a victim of a third-party crime, then she can't be held liable. But if she blocked the man in, that was negligent because you put the car in the position to be damaged. The problem we have today is that all of you, it appears, were drunk and disorderly and violent. So without a police report, it's hard for me to determine who's telling the truth, because by your own admission, you were violent in that incident and you kind of initiated it based on someone calling your name. Let's get to your counterclaim of $1,500 for harassment and emotional distress.
Basically, I've been in and out the hospital, and this is all stressful. This whole situation is stressful.
What have you been in the hospital for?
I had surgery on September, and
something stress related?
No, I had cancer,
okay.
And I almost died, and I've been in and out the hospital since April.
Sorry to hear that.
And basically, Ashley never asked me about this car. When her mother called me, I did call my sister.
Let's talk about what your sister did to cause you emotional distress.
I'm about to tell you. She told her mother what our conversation was. Her mother called me, and she said,
I'm going to dismiss your case. You haven't been able to tell me what she did. All you keep telling me is her mother called you. Ma'am, you are unable to prove your version. I have no police reports. You were involved in a violent encounter that evening, so I don't know who to believe. And it's your burden to prove that she did this, and you can't. So I'm dismissing both your cases. Have a good day, ladies.
If she don't stop talking like she promised me when we had made a promise that she was gonna stop hanging with the people, our other side of the family that's actually is the second party that's causing this stress, then I'm not gonna have a relationship with her, because it's not only me, it's them also.